Last but not least, you have another assignment on global citizenship section. So please go to page 120 to read the next exercise. If you notice, the title of this activity is Inventions. So what does the word inventions means? I'm pretty sure you can give me some ideas. Well, an invention is something new, something that didn't exist before, and that someone is creating. Okay? So I'm pretty sure you are experts on this matter. I'm pretty sure you love to invent stories and things. Nothing personal, okay? But I'm pretty sure you are going to feel related with this topic. Well, you have a short paragraph here that talks to you about Leonardo da Vinci as an artist and as an inventor. So I will invite you to read it by your own. If you have the chance to do it, please read it aloud, okay? So that you can practice your reading skills. After you read this paragraph, I will ask you to work on this space with the previous instruction, okay? As you know already, this will be an individual activity, not a teamwork, but the activity is about thinking about a problem that you might have in the school and something that you can invent to solve it, okay? So there is where you're going to draw and label your invention, okay? Now, on the next page, you will have the vocabulary introduction for the following topics, okay? And as in every lesson, we have the audios to hear so that we can practice our vocabulary, okay? So I'm going to play it for you just in case you have a difficulty for playing the audios, okay? The first time you're going to hear the words and I want you to repeat them, okay? You have to repeat each word after you hear them to practice our pronunciation. Ready?
Vocabulary. Listen to the words and repeat with your best pronunciation. Relevant. Relevant. Scientific method. Scientific method. Telescope. Telescope. Parachute. Parachute. Astronomy. Astronomy. Anatomy. Anatomy. Perspective. Perspective. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa.
Did you actually repeat the words? I'm going to ask your parents, okay? It is important for you to repeat the words so that we can actually work on our pronunciation, okay? So, well, there you have the audio. If you want to play it again, just go back on the video and play it again, okay? The next audio is also with the definitions, but I won't play it this time because you can read it by your own. Okay, these are not entirely new words for you. I'm pretty sure you know most of them, but still you have for each word the definition and an image to represent each word. If you have enough time, I'm suggesting you to create your flashcards with a word, with an image and a definition, okay? But we just need to study the words a little bit more so that we can get familiarized with them, okay? After you practice your pronunciation and to study the words and its definitions, I will ask you to read the last part of the page. It's suggesting a game in the class, but as you know, we are not in the class yet, so I will just adjust a little bit this activity, okay? Because the purpose of this is to know how to use the vocabulary words, I will ask you just to write one sentence per word. Okay? So, if the first word is relevant, you have to think about a sentence and write it down using the word relevant. For example, I think going to school is relevant in our lives. That's only an example. Okay? So at the end, you have to be sure that you have 8 sentences, one for each word of this vocabulary section. Ready? Okay. And last but not least, we have this last page, page 122 on global citizenship. Talking about these inventions, this title says Technological Achievements of the Renaissance. Well, most of the inventions has to do with technology, okay? So I will help you reading this so we can talk a little bit about it, okay? People of the Renaissance used maps to help them understand the world around them. With the creation of the printing press, people were able to easily print maps. They used maps to travel. Look at the images below and complete the See, Think, Wonder chart. So we have an image that represents the past, and we have another image that represents the present. What do you see in the images above? On the first one and on the second one. What are you thinking about when you look at the images? And what do you wonder when you see these images? Okay? What's the difference in this chart? When we ask you, what do you see? We are talking about nothing subjective. Just the things that on the picture you can describe without, overthinking. Just what do you see? Just describe the images. When we ask you, what do you think? Then we want you to express your thoughts, your ideas, what you can think that is behind the image. And when we ask wonder, we're asking a little bit beyond of our thoughts. So try to think about the emotions that you might feel when looking to these images, or what do you think that is around those images. Okay? At the bottom of the page, you have one question that I would like you to answer that says, how have inventions changed the way we travel? Okay? If you have the chance, talk to your mom and dad and ask them the way they traveled before, some years ago. And if you also have a grandma or grandpa, ask them the same. After you finish this activity, I will invite you to also think about this activity in a different way. We are talking about technological achievements, and right now we are going through a complicated situation, this health problem. So think about how these inventions, how the technology is helping us to go through this situation. Is it helping us? How would it be if we didn't have all of these technological aids? Okay, that's for you to think. See you tomorrow.